If the company's successful, everyone in this building becomes successful.
We've started from the ground up.
We're trying to put the final touches on this building and how it runs.
We moved in a year ago in August into the new building.
I've sent many people here, just come talk to us, come see us first and go from there.
This new building, this new space, and the way we've set it up to utilize is just really helping us out.
It gives us our own space. So I like that about it.
Helping my brother build such an empire as he has, there's such pride in that.
The team decided that we had outgrown our previous facility, which we moved into in May of 2010. That was about 22,000 square feet. So this lot that we're currently on became available. So Neil actually designed most of the building. So a lot of thought process went into the facility and how it was going to be set up and where everything was. We set it up to be as big a footprint as we could get on this lot.
This is our welcome tour. We generally will have our guests of honor up on our screen to come in. You'll notice that all the decorations are done by my wife and her antiquing touch. We have a counter from an old country store, which is everybody seems to like when they come in. The next thing we're gonna do is go down and take a look at our education facility, and that's that way. As we enter our conference room, this is where we plan to have a lot of our educational programs. So we've got, you'll notice the classroom seating. We can seat up to, say, 50 people at tables. We can seat about 70 in just the stadium style seating. And then we have things like the overhead projector that'll sync with a laptop. We've got a 75-inch flat screen TV, also smart TV, again, that'll sync with laptops and whatnot. So when we built this facility, it was, we designed this in knowing that we were going to do a lot of educational programs for our clients to be able to come see and take advantage of. So the next thing we're going to do is head out and into the facility to look at the liner department. Our new facility is about twice the size of our old facility, so let's go ahead and take a walk out here. You'll notice over my left shoulder is our manufacturing area for sheet metal, and what we're going to actually do is take a walk down and look at our liner production area. So now we've reached our liner bin, which is where we keep our core competency, which is light wall liner. Here's an example of what looks like a 10-inch liner. We have many different liners here. Here's what we call a crossover. Nice thing about what we do is we design and build all our own tooling in-house. So it allows us to do things like make this be able to twist. So you can twist it, ovalize it, we can shape it into rectangles. So we're one of the only companies that make what we call a crossover liner, which is a light heavy wall that you can actually shape in rectangles or ovals. All right, and here we are at the liner machine. So you'll notice that we get the steel in coils, and it comes in flat strip steel. It'll come through the liner machine and get progressive corrugations put in from 1 all the way up to 10. Then what happens is it gets wrapped around a mandrel, locked in a 7-ply seam lock, and it runs out to the length that we want it, and it cuts it and goes into the bin. This is our smooth wall, crossover, and heavy wall line. There's bearing roller tables. So it has to spin while it rolls just because of the way the lock is. So we've got 3 liners. We've got our core product, which is our Best Flex light wall. We've got our Elite, and we've got smooth wall, crossover, and heavy wall all in this machine. Here's our ovaling and rectangling station. So you'll notice it's a big kind of unwieldy machine, but this is what allows us to take round liner and either ovalize it or make it into rectangles or squares. So you put round liner in that side, and out of this side will come the size that we're trying to make. In our book, there's a chart with a bunch of different sizes on what it starts off with round and will come out rectangle. What we have here is our plasma cutter. It's a CNC machine, and what we're making here are T-snouts. You can tell by the little saddle that's being cut in them that it's a T-snout. So the program comes out from Neil, who does it in AutoCAD, comes out and tells the machine what to cut. We can nest product on the sheet to make sure we have as little scrap as possible. All right, so what we have here is a compacting machine for our scrap steel. What this allows us to do is, obviously with a sheet metal shop, we produce scrap with every piece that we make. So what it does is it goes in here, it creates bales to make us efficient, and then we can send it to be recycled on the scrap market. This wall here divides our fulfillment side from our manufacturing side. And you'll notice that our core values are even posted here prominently. Again, very important to the company. We hire, fire, reward our employees based on those core values. This is one of the really special areas in our company. We like to call it John's Playhouse, or the mad scientist area. A lot of ideas get created and played out in this area. So we do a lot of R&D. You can see it's a little bit disheveled because there's a lot of different projects going on. But literally, this is where a lot of the magic gets created, which allow us to do our jobs more efficiently and with better quality. And here is a good example of a custom piece. So this order got called in yesterday. It's a skirt style hip and ridge cap. So the team put it together, got it ready, and it's ready to go out the door currently now. And then over here, you'll see some liner displays. So we actually make these for our customers. We'll bring these to home shows so the homeowner can actually see what they're talking about with a liner, insulation, what it's going to look like inside their chimney. And we loan these out to our customers so that they can display them at a home show. And then over here, looks like we have another custom piece, which is a drop-in damper. Rectangle, you can see. So this looks like it's for like a 7-Eleven. It's got a custom drop-in damper part number on it with a sales order. You got your hardware. Again, I believe this was placed yesterday. So we're turning most of our custom work around in under 24 hours. What we're looking at here are what I call one of our informational monitors, and when we type something in that's not in stock, it'll automatically pop up on the screen so that whatever area that the team is affected by that product, whether it's liner to be in the liner department, if it's custom, it's here, if it's multi-flue, it's down over there. But it'll pop up on their screen so they know what's coming up, when it's due. You'll notice that there was sales order number, the customer that it's for, what time it's due, what day it's supposed to ship. So all the information they need to know to make sure that they're working on the appropriate product. And again, getting that product out in a timely fashion is all about the efficiencies we create, and this is the way we have reinvested in our company to make ourselves more efficient. So now we've entered the area where we store some of the different types of liner. We've got elite liner, crossover, we've got 304, 316, heavy wall liner. So as you can see, we keep a lot of variety in stock of liner, so make sure we have what you need when you call. Now we're in the area where we keep all the panels for our multi-flue caps, and we have about 11,000 plus or minus different sizes you can get between the size and the height, and we have 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16-inch height. For example, here's a 31 by 16-inch panel. So what happens when our clients call up and they want a 31 by 62, 16-inch height, they would come pull two 31 panels, two 62-inch panels that are in 16-inch height, bring it down, the lid goes out to the plasma cutter that you saw earlier and gets cut out, and then it gets bent, put in a box, and it's out the door. Probably takes us 10 minutes to put one together once we get the order. Not always the case, and again, as we are getting busier or are busy, then you have to wait for the different machines, but this is why we can have 11,000 sizes that we can ship in the same day. And right now our inventory is as low as you're going to see it, as we just came out of busy season. So we will start building almost immediately to replenish for next busy season. So these two loading docks are for our delivery trucks, 3 loading docks for freight and LTL. And then we've got our FedEx ground over there. So we have all this staging area for different things. In our old facility, we used to have to, they'd start pulling stuff for delivery and pile up to the, as high as they could get it. And then it'd be time to prepare freight, so they'd have to move all that stuff. They can stage all their delivery here, and if they don't have enough room, they can spill over, and they still have plenty of room over there to stage for what they need. So here we are bringing product and getting it ready to go out on our delivery trucks. What we do is we deliver product in our local areas. So the Vermont location actually delivers all the way through New England, Eastern New York, out onto Long Island. Virginia goes all the way up to Philadelphia, over to Harrisburg, down to Richmond and south in Virginia. So quite a large delivery area. It's one of the things that we do for our customers. They like the way they get their liners on the truck, either horseshoed or in a box, whatever they prefer. However, most of the guys on our delivery trucks really like horseshoed liner because they don't have to straighten it before it goes in the chimney. As we walk down, and as you walk down all the aisles in our facility, anything you see that's stainless, we make in-house. So there's a lot of stuff that we buy and resell, but about 80% of what we sell as a company, we actually manufacture. So, you know, our teams work hard to fill these shelves and make sure they're ready for busy season, make sure we always have what our customers need, so our team can go and pull product accurately in a timely fashion and get it out the door.